Hi beautiful, welcome to my channel. In today's video we are doing a will I buy it video. There have been quite a few new and very exciting makeup releases coming out this past couple of weeks, and then Pat McGrath has been teasing something that has not even been announced, but I still want to discuss it with you. I'm very excited to get into all of these products that I have saved to talk about today. So if you like will I buy it videos, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and let's go ahead and get started. First things first, let's talk about Dyson, because Dyson has me so intrigued with this new tool that they just announced and released this week. I'm talking about the new Dyson Airstrait, and this flat iron looking device right here is supposed to take your hair from humid to dry and flat in like no time. It uses hot air to finish drying the hair and straighten it at the same time. It has different heat settings, I think, depending on how damp your hair is. It has this like self-cleaning feature to it. It does not have hot plates, and it is supposed to not be damaging to your hair. This is, by the way, already available at Sephora, and I will have it linked down below if anyone is interested. Definitely check out the description box of this video for all of the products that are already available. Whenever you shop my links, it helps out my channel. So if you're interested in this, check it out. The link is down below. And you know what I did for us? I went ahead and purchased this one myself, because we have to find out whether or not this is actually worth it, right? First of all, it is Dyson. You guys know that they do not play with their prices. It is $500. Thankfully, I had a $100 coupon from Sephora. The ones that you get with points. So at some point a few months ago, I had 2,500 points and I exchanged my 2,500 points for a $100 coupon. And I hadn't used that coupon because you have to use it all at once. You can't use like 50 and save the other 50. You have to use the full coupon at once. So instead of 500, I ended up paying for something after tax for this one. And this is actually arriving tomorrow. So you will have my video reviewing this one probably the day after I post this one. First of all, I love having straight hair. But second of all, there's nothing that I love more than having my hair styled very quickly, and that's supposedly what this one does for you, because you're supposed to just kind of like, you know, from wet to dry and straight in a couple of passes. Very intrigued about it, very excited about it. Definitely check out my video once I get it, because I am going to go into all of the details I can possibly think of about this product. And if you have any questions about it, leave it in the comment section below so that I can hopefully answer them once I try it. The next product I want to talk about is from Dior. Dior just dropped a whole new collection of eyeshadow Quints. Take a look at the picture right here, and supposedly these have a new and improved eyeshadow formula. Personally, I've been told that before from other brands, and the new and improved eyeshadow formula has been absolute trash, just like the previous formula. And so I don't want to let myself be pulled into a lie again, like I was with the Chanel Tweed collection last year. So I don't think I'm going to be buying these. First of all, I've never been a huge fan of the Dior Quints. They usually are like just okay, kind of average. I just don't love them the way I love Natasha Denona or Pat McGrath or my indie brands that I'm super into. So I just don't think I'm going to get any of these. Plus, if we're being honest here, in my personal humble opinion, I can't really tell the difference between these and what they used to have. These palettes have the same exact vibe as what Dior used to have before. I don't see that much difference between them. They all look kind of on the basic side, and to me it looks like they just keep coming out with the exact same color stories they used to have. There's like a nude one and a warm one and a teal one and a brown one and then a gray one. You know, like they always have the same exact kind of like little palettes, and so I'm just not excited for these, to be honest with you. I do not think I am getting any, unless you guys convince me otherwise. Like if you are interested in trying these, if you're interested in me testing out the new formula, which I doubt is better than the previous one. I'm very skeptical when it comes to Dior eyeshadows and Chanel eyeshadows. If you guys show me a lot of interest in these, maybe I'll pick up a couple just to like review and see if the formula really is better than it used to or not, which like I said, I'm very skeptical about. But otherwise, these are a definite pass for me because I just don't trust them, if we're being honest here. When it comes to eyeshadow, I just don't trust them. And I know some of you will say, well, it's just not your makeup style. These are not supposed to be that pigmented, etc, etc. And maybe that is true. Maybe these are just not for me. But I can acknowledge that and tell you I'm not interested. Unless you are. You know what? Let's go ahead and get this one out of the way. I definitely want to talk about this new face palette that Charlotte Tilbury has been announcing. It is called the Glowgasm Face Palette, and everyone's talking about it as if this was something new. Now, I have not done enough research myself, so I'm not sure if the formula maybe is meant to be new and improved. If any of you have heard that it is, please let me know down in the comment section. But this palette isn't new. I feel like we're pretending like this is a new palette and it is not. I have it right here. I've seen pictures and videos of the new palette that's been announced. The outside looks the exact same as this one, and the inside also looks the exact same as this one. This palette, by the way, is already available if you're interested on the Pat McGrath website. So if you're interested in it, check the link down below in the description box. And I'm not saying it's a bad palette by any means. I actually really like it. It has one bronzer and 3 shades of highlighter. My point is, this is an already existing thing from Charlotte Tilbury as far as I'm concerned. The highlighters have this very thin formula that really does not enhance your texture at all. And then the bronzer is a nice neutral shade. Please let me know if I'm mistaken and this is supposed to be a new palette or new shades or anything, because I don't think it's new. I was trying to see if I could find the pictures on my phone of a couple of things that I saw earlier, and I wish I would have taken screenshots of it. But there was somebody who was comparing the previous palette to the new palette, and instead of a new palette, to me it just looked like the pictures have been edited differently. Like the new one just had a lot more saturation in the picture, so it kind of looked a little bit more vibrant compared to the old palette. So that one did not convince me. And the other thing that didn't convince me is I was looking at the new released palette on the Charlotte Tilbury website, and on the description of the palette, before it even started describing the palette, it said this palette is now sold out. Meaning this palette, because this one's been sold out for like years, but then you could add it to your basket if you wanted it because it's back. So all of these things have me very confused in regards to this palette right here. I'm not sure whether it is a new version of this or if it's the exact same thing. And if any of you know, please let me know down in the comment section, and I will pin your comments so that everybody can kind of have their answer there. And also comment down below whether or not you think I should buy the new one to compare the two, because I'm not sure if I want to do that, since in my mind it's the same thing. And if you're interested in this release, it is now available on the Charlotte Tilbury website, so definitely check the links below to get it. Okay, let's go ahead and move on from that. Urban Decay has some newness as well. They are releasing these Hydramaniac Blush Glow hydrators. They have 6 different shades for the looks of it, and it is 6 different shades of a new formula of liquid blush from Urban Decay. I'm actually interested in trying these just because it's a new formula on the market and it is Urban Decay, so why the heck not? I'm definitely not going to do like a whole dedicated video on this release, but I think I will purchase these at some point, maybe as part of a haul or something, and I want to try them here on my channel. The packaging looks extremely cheap to me, but honestly that doesn't matter much to me. I want the formula of these to be good. That is definitely what is most important to me. I feel like whenever I do get my hands on one of these, I would probably go for the shade Unhinged if I'm feeling adventurous. Otherwise, I'll probably grab the shade Wrecked, which is more basic, and I love basic looking blushes. I was about to say I would like to see some swatches on these in order to make up my mind on which shade I want, and I can 100% confirm I want the shade Wrecked because these actually look quite freaking pigmented. I was not expecting that much pigment from the swatches. Check them out right there. They look beautiful. They look like they have this really amazing radiant finish to them, which I really like on the cheeks as long as it's not glittery. And the shade Wrecked does not even look that basic. It's actually pretty nice and pigmented. So I'm definitely excited to try these, and it looks like they're coming out on May 28th at Ulta Beauty, and the retail price of these is going to be $22 each. There's a new palette from Adept Cosmetics that I'm actually very excited about. It's called the Seahorse palette, and it's got a whole bunch of really stunning multi-chrome light shimmery shades. Now it is an all shimmer palette. There isn't a matte shade in sight, so this is definitely a palette for pops of color if you're interested, and a palette to combine with other palettes in your collection, in my opinion. I'm definitely getting my hands on this one. It is on its way to me. I'm very excited to review it. This will get a dedicated video because it looks amazing. It is going to be $140, and it releases on May the 26th at 12 p.m. Eastern. Whenever this palette comes out, feel free to use code PATTY10 at checkout to save 10% off of your purchase, which is $14 from this palette, $14 off with code PATTY10. So very excited about this one because I love shimmer shades, but in particular I love when the shimmer shades have a light color to them, kind of like what I'm wearing today. I don't wear them as much when they're like very dark. I love light ethereal looking shimmer shades, and this palette has a whole bunch of them. So definitely very excited to try it, and keep an eye out on my video on this one because that will be coming very soon. We have something new from Gucci, and it's not a new product, it's just new shades of the Gucci blushes. Now I personally love the Gucci blushes. I recently got a third one added to my collection during the Sephora VIB sale because I truly enjoy the formula a lot. It is a creamy satin formula with a beautiful blurred look to it that I find very flattering. As I said, I am a big fan of basic looking blushes, and the Gucci blushes have that about them. I really like them. They are not too pigmented. You can build them up very easily though, but I like the way they apply because they go on very softly and they slowly build up in intensity, which is my favorite way of applying blushes because I want them to look soft and romantic and natural. Anyways, they have these 3 new shades already available, and to be completely honest with you, I'm not quite sold on any of them. The orange one looks a bit too warm for me. I know that's not going to look flattering on me. The light pink one I don't think I'm going to enjoy either because it looks way too light and way too baby pink, way too cool toned for my personal taste. And then we have the more reddish one, which I think is going to be really flattering on complexions that are a little bit darker than mine. Maybe medium and tan complexions can really get a lot of use out of that one, but on me I feel like it's going to be too much blush. I like my blushes to look softer, as I said, so I definitely appreciate that they are expanding their shade range to appeal to even more people, but I think I'm very happy with the 3 shades that I already own, and I don't think I'm going to be purchasing any of the new 3 shades that they launched. However, if any of these shades appeal to you, I do really love their formula, so I do recommend them, but I am happy with the shades that I already have. Nars has a new concealer coming out, and I feel like Nars is known for 2 things: the Orgasm collections and concealer. Both of their concealers are really huge sellers and a lot of people's favorites, so I'm definitely interested in trying this new formula, especially because I feel like this one might appeal more to me. So it is called the Light Reflecting Under Eye Brightener. It's going to be $34 and it's only coming out in 5 different shades, so I'm going to assume that this is going to be a bit more of a sheer product for Nars. Makeup Skincare Hybrid formula that illuminates the under eye area by targeting dark circles and dullness for brightness that lasts up to 24 hours. Formulated with hyaluronic acid, filling spheres that lock in moisture while plumping the skin. And it can be used under or on top of concealer. So I would probably like to use it on top because if it's a brightener, I want it to like show up a little more. And this one is actually coming out on June 2nd. I'm definitely very intrigued by this one, and I do think I want to try it. Armani Beauty very recently dropped Luminous Silk Glow Liquid Bronzers, and I am very intrigued about these. I think I might want to try them at some point. These retail for $48 each. It looks like there is 3 different shades and they come in a dropper type applicator. I think one of their foundations used to come in this type of packaging. Maybe it's still does. This has SPF 15, multi-use liquid bronzer that can be used under or on top of makeup for a natural sun-kissed look with a warm golden glow. Ooh, I don't know about golden glow. I don't think a golden glow suits me personally. I definitely like more of a neutral color to bronze up my complexion. So the golden glow is a bit of a deterrent for me. Is 3 shades enough for bronzer? Probably not, right? I feel like they should have come out with more. Either way, even the darker color doesn't look like it would bronze up anyone with a darker complexion. So I feel like the shade range in these is definitely for like medium to fair complexions. So the shade range is a little unfortunate, and I don't like that it has a golden glow, and I don't like that it looks like there's like shimmer particles in there. I thought I wanted to try this one, but I think I'm changing my mind. I think I won't be buying it, especially for $48, because that's kind of on the pricey side for a product that I'm not sure about, you know? Dior is finally expanding on their backstage blushes. They so far I think have only ever had the pink shade that they've had forever that some people are obsessed with. Personally, I've never talked about that pink shade of this backstage blush on my channel because that is the type of pink shade that I just don't find flattering on my complexion, because it reminds me a lot of my rosacea. If a blush reminds me of my rosacea, I don't want it, and those types of color blush usually remind me of my rosacea. But now that they're expanding their backstage blushes, I actually think that I would be inclined to trying one of the new shades. It just is a matter of picking which one I want to try. I stand corrected, it says 4 new shades and there is 6 total, so they had 2 shades prior. I only ever knew about the pink shade that I was like, no thanks. Anyways, these retail for $40 each. It's going to be available in June, and their new shades are Berry, Cherry, Rosewood, and Mahogany. I think I would probably go for Rosewood. That sounds like something that I would like. So let me know what you think of these. Personally, I'm interested in trying it just to see if the formula is really that worth it, or if it was just a matter of that pink shade that a lot of people go crazy for. Pat McGrath has been teasing something new for the past few days, and right out the gate, it's going to be pink. Whatever it is, she didn't even like let us be like, oh, I hope it's not a pink something. It's going to be pink because every inspiration picture or video thing she's released has pink in it. In fact, today she released an inspiration video with Alice in Wonderland in it, and the caption is Pink Wonderland. So whatever it is will have pink in it. I know that a lot of you are tired of the pink color stories. I understand to a certain extent. It honestly depends on the pink for me, but there's going to be pink in whatever Pat McGrath is teasing us about. Now, I feel like there's hope with this one because we also have a tease video where Naomi is walking with a green dress on. So I'm hoping that there might be some green in there. And in a couple other of the teasing videos, there has been a very light lilac color teased. Like there is a video that has some lilac flowers in it, and then in that same video where Naomi is wearing the green dress, the second person that walks out has a very light lilac dress on. So we know that there's going to be pink in it, but we also might get some green and some lilac. I don't like to speculate because I hate being wrong once whatever it is gets released, but if it is an eyeshadow palette, hopefully a mothership palette, we'll see. I'm not sure. It might be like a collection of blushes for all I know. Oh well, I guess not, because we couldn't have a green blush, could we? Anyways, whatever it is, I'm hoping it has green in it, and I'm hoping that there's lilac in it, because I will look like a fool otherwise. Very excited for a Pat McGrath release, whatever it is she's releasing. And you guys know whenever I review Pat McGrath, even though I'm a little biased because I love her formulas a lot, I always tell you the truth of what I feel of the products. When I don't like something, I tell you. Like when I tried her liquid eyeshadows, or the ones that came in the little pot thingy, those were not special at all and were overpriced in my opinion, and so I told you about that. So come back to my channel whenever it is that she announces this collection. I might do a video just reacting to whatever it is, and as usual I am always excited for a Pat McGrath release whatever it is she's coming out with. I was checking my favorite pages one last time to see if anything else had come out, since I had set aside my things that I wanted to talk about in today's video, and there's this that was just announced on Trendmood. It is a Kate Spade collaboration with Clinique. It looks like there is 4 gloss shades, and honestly, the packaging looks freaking adorable. So if you're a fan of Kate Spade and you want to get this collaboration they have with Clinique, I think it's very cute. The lip glosses are going to retail for $28 each, and this is available right now. So I will find the link and put it down below for you for sure if you're interested. Also, it looks like Hermes has new blush shades coming out. $83 each, which I find ridiculous. And it looks like these blushes are not matte like the ones I own from them. They have a glow to them, and honestly they are the palest looking blushes I have ever seen in my life. So I'm not going to be buying these, but if you are, it looks like they are already available, so of course the link will be down below as well. Alright, so I think that is it for me. These are all of the products that are either coming out very soon or that just came out that pique my interest, and I find these pictures and these news in the pages that you guys see on the top of the pictures. When I have the pictures right here next to me, the Instagram page that I got the picture from is always listed on top. Trendmood 1, Point Click Vibes, and Makeup Radar, I think, were the 3 that I used today. Anyways, like I said, I always leave the username up there in case you guys want to follow them on Instagram. And also you can follow me on Instagram at PATTYALONSO. This is my username right here, and you can find more of my content over on my Instagram account. That is everything from me today. Please help me out by letting me know your thoughts in the comment section, and if I didn't mention anything that you are very interested in, please let me know down there so that I can pay attention. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching today's video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up before you leave. If you're new to my channel, please don't leave without subscribing. I will be doing videos on all of the products that I said I would buy. I love you so much, and I hope to see you back in the next one. Bye bye.